Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Eiji. I'm a resident of Fukuoka City in Japan. Today I'm going to talk about what traits distinguish Japanese culture from other cultures, describe its distinctive perspective on nature, and how it differs from Western culture. Japan is an island nation that is abundant in natural beauty and is encircled by water. As an island nation, Japan's culture is characterized by the idea that nothing should be done against nature, but rather in harmony with it. On the other hand, in Western culture, culture has been built with the idea that death that occurred in the natural flow is something that can be regenerated. The origin of Japanese culture dates back to the Jomon period, when the Japanese ancestors lived with nature and never went against it. The Japanese knew that the forces of nature are stronger than humans, and it's said to be the idea of emptiness, which is also the teaching of Buddhism. In the reality that animals face death, we have accepted and built Japanese culture. On the other hand, in the West, the human soul has built a culture that seeks the body of eternity. For this reason, there are ideas such as creating mummies and huge stone graves to revive death. In the first place, the birth of the definition of Japanese culture was made to make a claim to other countries: we are Japanese. The idea spread mainly from the end of the Edo period to the Meiji period. At that time, Yukichi Fukuzawa clarified the definition of Japanese culture. Yukichi Fukuzawa went to Europe to participate in exhibitions in the United States and the Netherlands for academic research during the Edo period, when Japan's isolation from other countries ended. Yukichi Fukuzawa was shocked to see what he actually saw in the Netherlands, in Europe. The Japanese were surprised by the glass buildings, and more than 300,000 newspapers were published in the Netherlands. On the other hand, Edo Castle and Japanese houses may have been technically inferior. In order to preserve and inherit the unique culture of Japan, he thought that it was necessary to transmit the solid Japanese culture to the world and to be recognized by Western countries. After that, Yukichi Fukuzawa established Keigo University as soon as he returned to Japan and published many books to spread the knowledge he experienced in politics and abroad during the Meiji period. Because he wanted to preserve traditional Japanese art, tea ceremonies, classical Japanese dance, traditional flower arrangement, no, or traditional masked dance drama, and pottery. These cultures still exist in modern Japanese society. Japanese culture has developed independently while being influenced by other countries. Since the Jomon period, Japan has accepted many cultures and technologies from neighboring countries such as China and Korea. What is behind the unique development of Japanese culture despite its strong influence by other countries? One possible reason for this is the coexistence of many ethnic groups in the vast area of the Japanese archipelago and the wisdom of people living on the sea and mountains. Japan is also a master of accepting foreign cultures. However, people of all ethnic groups in Japan use their wisdom to choose or not choose the culture of other countries and try to make their life better. Japan had the power to lead a harmonious life, no matter how much it was influenced by other countries. Differences between Western culture, which is a continental culture, and Japanese culture, which is an island country. Both have different characteristics such as religion and way of thinking, as well as general customs and eating habits. The Japanese religion originated in ancient India and was introduced to Japan through China and Korea. However, with the addition of unique Japanese ideas to Buddhism, the religion was transformed into a religion that feels the power of God. On the other hand, the religion of Western culture believes in the teachings of Jesus Christ, and there is a big difference between Japanese and Western culture. How to deal with nature. Japan tries to coexist with the threat of nature caused by earthquakes and tsunamis. On the other hand, in the West, people take a different view. They try to control natural threats. Habit. Japan is an island country and it used to be isolated from other nations. There is a tendency to have little communication among Japanese. However, Western culture is characterized by positive contact with everyone, such as handshakes and hugs. Food life. Since Japan is surrounded by the sea, it's a culture that eats a lot of fish, grows rice and vegetables, and becomes self-sufficient. On the other hand, Western food culture was mainly wheat and meat, especially consuming bread and livestock. Thinking patterns. Japan is located in Asia, and people value harmony. On the other hand, Westerners are curious and good at communicating. In Japanese architecture, wood is used, and its lightweight materials are strengthened by technology. On the contrary, in Western culture, by using a lot of stone and metal, they have built buildings that were heavier but stronger than wood. The character and behavior of the Japanese are influenced by traditional culture even today. There were few opportunities to come into contact with other island countries in the past, and all cultures, including customs, eating habits, and thinking patterns, have developed independently. The succession of culture to the present day in Japan is probably the result of Yukichi Fukuzawa, who studied it in the Edo period. If Yukichi Fukuzawa hadn't thought about protecting the skills. Japanese might not have had traditional culture like now. I believe that Japanese culture and art have been handed down from generation to generation. I hope it will be inherited by Japanese generations in the future. I would like people from many countries to know about the good old culture of Japan. That's all for now. See you in my next video.